Hi, this is a little help video to start writing in our music on Let Joy Awaken. So you don't have to worry about measure numbers in this song because it's already all done for you, but we do need to worry about solfeging your part, your singing part. So if you notice, there aren't any words on the beginning of the song. This is just the piano intro, and you usually know it's the piano because of this little symbol right here. We won't have that on our voice part. So I'm going to scroll down to where I start seeing words. And I see that we have words starting on measure 8. So in this song, we have a symbol. Let me make it. We have a symbol on our key signature with one sharp. We like to say that it is a goofy sharp because it means that we are in the key of G. Now this, when we say we're in the key of G, that means that do is going to be on the line that we call G in the treble clef. So I'm going to go over here to a side, and first of all I'm going to scoot on in, and I'm going to write down the names of these 5 lines on our treble clef. The bottom line is E for every. Then we have good, boy, does, fine. So our do will be on the line that we're calling G since we have one sharp in our key signature. So do will be on the second line, okay? Let me scoot back out. Alrighty. So knowing that, let me change colors here. I'll do green. Just changing it so it's not so thick. So our second line is do, and look, our starting note is on the second line. So the first note is going to be a D for do, okay? And then if you notice next to all of these notes, they're all on the same line, so they are all going to be do. Now I'm not going to give this note a letter because as you can see it's connected by this little smiley face here, which is called a tie. And that means that these 2 notes are joined together in rhythm, therefore I don't need to write another do, okay? So if we have a do here, you can walk yourself up the scale to find out this note, or you can also use the saying, if do is on a line, then mi is on a line, and so is on a line. And so will be this note right up here because it's on that line. Again, we have a tied, so we don't need to rewrite the so. Then I'm going to step down to fa, step down, mi, step down, re, step down, do. And over here on the side, I'm going to write our pattern. Oops, let me back up. So we always have do and then going with the scale. But it just keeps going, and it just gets higher and higher and higher. And if we're going lower, it's the same pattern forever, amen, until we can no longer sing. Moving back over, so this is going to help me out later on. Same line, so here's a do again, and a do that's tied, and a do right here. And then now we're moving up to this space instead of the line. So you can count up. Do is here, then re, then mi, then fa. So this note now is a fa because I walked up the scale. Stepping up from fa, if I'm going to use my chart here, stepping up is going to be a so. And looking in your music, it kind of gives you a little cheat here. That is re. Okay, so that's our first page of this song. I'm going to go to the next page and continue. Second line is do, and we're starting on the second line again. So all these will be do's. And then again we have, if do's on a line, mi's on a line, so's on a line, so up here. And then we're stepping down again from our pattern. So stepping down from so, fa, mi, re. Then we have a rest, that's a silence. And back down to our home base of do, stepping up to re. And then this little guy here that has a flat next to it, that would be mi. But when we have an altered note with a flat next to it, it's going to be pronounced meh. It's still spelled like me, but you pronounce it meh. Me is actually spelled with an I. Okay, so that's meh. And then we jump down to our home base of do, and then re. Going down to the next line. Oh no, I'm just having street marks everywhere. Starting on second line, do, re, and then our special note, me again. And now we're jumping, we're skipping up to so, and then stepping down to fa. So a step is when you're like on a line and you just go to the very next space, or when you're on a space and you're going to the very next line. And a skip will be when you're going from space to space or from line to line. That's a skip. So we had a skip up to so and then down to fa. Continuing on, home base, do, step, step, but with this special altered syllable. Then a skip back down to do, stepping up to re, re, and now we are skipping re up to fa, because it's from a space to a space. Okay. And then, boop, boop. On this high note right up here, you can use what you did up here as a guide. If you notice that second to highest line is a so, and now we're back on the second highest line, so that's also a so. A whole measure of rest, and then we're back to home base. Do, do, do with a tie. Do, big jump, line, 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 so, stepping down, fa, mi, re, do, do, do with the tie, do, and then now instead of the line like where so was up here, we're going to that space again, so do, re, mi, fa, tied. So, re. Oh, this looks like the beginning. Okay. And then do, do, do with a tie. Do, so, and then some more cheat notes. Fa, mi, re. And this looks familiar. We've had these notes before on the previous page where we had the me, do, re, do, re, me, with the skip this time, so, fa, do, re, me, skip down, do, re, do, ti, home base, do. Okay, so that's like our first, the first half of this song. And let me go back up here on Let Joy Awaken. Okay, so this will get you started. We'll work on the second half later. Okay, have a great day.